Hi everyone. Happy Monday. Let's just see if I can find us. It's Vickie, Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane. Come on. Now my son had... Don't need to repeat that. I knew there was going to be sound because my son had it. Whoa, no, I turned the bloody thing off. I don't want that off. Okay. Hi, Jean. Right. Today, because I had to get my nails done this afternoon, I've not had very much time to prep anything because I had to take Hunter to the hospital on Friday afternoon, and Thursday I couldn't get my nails done because I had to take Hunter to Scouts, and anyway, it's all happening. So I am finally getting around to making the make and takes from Onstage that Megan picked up for me. So we are going to put these together. So hopefully everyone had a good weekend, because we need these to put them together, which is the Sincerely Noted Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. So, oh, I didn't want to rip that, so I knew where it was. We will just, what we will do is cut this so we know. Hi, Megan. And we don't have all this extra bulk. Because I found these other little container thingies that I'm hoping this will fit into. Look at that, they fit. So then that can go on the back of that so that we know what it is. Right, that can be put over there. I don't know what I've got here. We're just putting everything together. That's my sample up there. These are bits and pieces. Okay. So did everyone have a good weekend? They're the envelopes. How pretty are they with the sponging on the, using the masks. I haven't got the masks, but they're 12 by 12 masks. And, right, we have 2 cards in here. These are obviously note cards. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Janice. All right. So, and then for my June class, I have had to change the content of the June class, and it now includes, because the flower accents are out of stock. So instead of now getting a 1/8 of a pack of this, you now get half a pack of this paper. And still all the other stuff. What do I only have? Oh, here's more sheets of this. So I will do that because the other stuff is not going to be back in stock before my class, and I can't change the dates of my class. So I've had to change my product. So that will be June class. All right, now we are making this. Okay, we've got 4 bits of this. 1, 2. We need this, and we need this. These are also the what do you call them? The masks as well. So we're doing that, and then in here it says, "Hey there, friend." Do we get 2 bits of everything? These are really, these must be stickers. These are super, super thick. Holy jolly. Okay. That's super thick. Are they stickers? Stickers? Yeah, they must be. We've got this "Hey there, friend." Is that, where's my, take my pick tool. These will be cool if they're stickers. Hi Sue, because I've just got freshy nails too. Yes, yes, look at them. They're stickers. Oh, that's amazing. Love a good sticker. So I might do one as "Hey there, friend," and the other one as "Thinking of you." These are great. I actually didn't check whether these are still in. I should have checked that. These are 167706. So that goes on. Oh. How does one do that? Okay, we've just got the dots on the different side. That's okay. And we have that light one that goes there, which I might do that way. Hi Lisa. And then the darker one like that. Okay, let's do that. So these are using the masks, and we've got 12 by 12 masks now. Did I say hello, Marie? I think I did. And up there like that. And then with this sticky bit, come on. You can then just pop that right on there. We'll get some gems in a minute and do that. I'm going to watch this later. I need to head to bed. Night, everyone. Night. I've had a big day too. Because on Mondays I usually, I work from home, which is fine. But then racing and getting my nails done because I couldn't get them done last week because of Hunter. So it's been a rush trying to get everything. But I did enjoy working today because Sydney and Victoria are on public holidays. So, oh my goodness, did I get some work done today? Because guess what? I had no emails adding to my work list. So my to-do list never grew today. I was able to knock some stuff off my to-do list without anything adding to it. I love those days. I cannot get these sticky bits off though. They should have a tab, like they've split, but I don't want to bend the sentiment. But I'm going to have to, I think. There, lift it up there a bit. But because the sentiment is quite thick, I didn't want to crack it, if you know what I mean. Thinking of you. Oh, I like that too. That matches with the dots at the back. So there, those two. Make and take. With that, let's get some gems. Finish them off. Let's use some gems that, what are these gems are like? Pool Party, aren't they? Lost Lagoon. I don't know what they are. They look like they'll match. That's what they are. And that's all that matters. These coastal ones will go with that, I think. So let's use them. I like them a lot. These are rainbow adhesive back dots. They're probably not current. But that's okay. Because we all have loads of embellishments that are not current. Hi Renee, and I think I'm going to go with these ones. These are matchy-matchy, maybe a bit too matchy-matchy, but they will match very nicely. On here. Look at that. They're lovely, aren't they? Right, well, they're the two make and take, the two, what were they? They were Saturday make and takes projects from Onstage that I finally put together like 3 months later. But that's all right. I got there in the end. And then we have Friday make and takes that we're supposed to do as well. I think we got gems with the kits. Oh, I didn't get any gems in mine. That's all right. Last chance. Oh, what's last chance? Oh, those dots are last chance. Oh, $7. That's a bargain with how expensive embellishments are these days. Right. That's a good pack of dots. Look how many colours are on here. I like them. Good selection of colours. That looks like Fresh Freesia or Bubble Bath. Maybe Lost Lagoon. Petal Pink. Pretty Peacock. Maybe. Lemon Lolly. Peach Pie. Soft Sea Foam. Coral. What is it? Calypso Coral. That's what I think they are anyway. Anyways. Alright, so then we've got Friday make and takes, which are here. Let's put the instructions up here. I do like to keep these boards for any of the albums that I make in the 12 by 12 pack. I don't know, I didn't make them have just use the mask so we could do it later. That's all right, we will figure it out. Do I have the 12? Where did I put those 12 by 12 things? Oh, in here. No, there's just flip-flaps in there. And the things. There's no mark. Anyway, it's all right. It's all good. We will get there. Okay, So, oh, here they are in this one. Look. Oh, adhesive back metallic gems. Oh, well, get a whole friggin' pack. Well, if I did the right pack first, that's where the gems are. Look at these. I don't think I have these. Now I've got a whole pack. Can go berserk. Okay, so there's 2 little circle bits for sentiments, I'm assuming. 2 big envelopes. And then there's the paper. Now this paper is supposed to be the paper that we are using in the class, but it was just printed for the... So this is the paper. It's based off one of these designs, but our paper is double-sided. But for the make and takes, they often just print paper, so it's a bit different texture and it's only single-sided, just for the things. Okay, so that's to go on there. And then that one goes on there, right? And then we've got, I don't know that these are scored. If they are, they don't look like they're scored very hard. So let's just do them. Okay, now I don't have any stamp sets here for sentiments. Let's see if we've got some circle ones on here. We've got this for you. That's it. It's right on there. That's what we're going to use. Don't know that that pink will match what I'm doing, but it'll work. There. And you did it. There's another page of these. These things are so thick. Like you wouldn't even have to layer it on the cardstock. It is chunky. That's okay. At least you have no chance, well, you maybe do if you're a little bit rough, but have little chance in ripping your sentiments. Things I find sometimes when you're taking backing off or things like that, that if you're a bit, or you've got pointy nails or something like that, you could damage your sentiment. These ones are so thick. Right, there are our sentiments, because I'm not stamping anything because I've got no stamp sets. I've got no ink. So these can go away. I do like these a lot because they're thick. So these are Sincerely Noted Mix and Match in ephemera, and they're going to go in my little case here. Oh, was I supposed to do something with this one? No, I don't believe you're supposed to do anything. I'm supposed to colour it. That's what we're going to do. But the blends that I'm using are blends that are retiring, because I didn't want, because it's a lot of colouring, I didn't want to use anything else. So there's 2 different ways of colouring these that I saw. I'm getting a bit warm now that I think I got cold before and I had to put a jacket on, and now working up a sweat crafting. I got up and went to the gym this morning. We went to Eat Street Markets last night, or Eat Street, whatever it's, are they markets? Eat Street. I don't know what that's called. Eat Street Promenade. I don't know. They're there every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. And so I'm just going to talk while I colour. And let's start with the leaves because I find them easier. Is that the light or the dark? Oh, that's the dark. I had met up with Braden, Adrian's son, who is 27, and his girlfriend, or now fiance, because they got engaged last week. So we met up with them and had dinner and things. So that was lovely. It was flippin' cold, but that's all right. It is what it is. So that enjoyed that. And so now we are saving for a wedding. We don't know, they haven't got any details, no date or anything like that. It's just early stages. But that's exciting. Something a bit different. I was trying to work out what does the groom's parents do in a wedding these days. I know when we got married at our engagement party and we didn't tell anyone we were getting married, so it was a big surprise. I did tell my parents and my husband's parents, and we told grandparents, but that was it. And so thanks, Megan. And I said I didn't want any money from either side because I didn't want them to have any say in who, what, where, when, why of the wedding or anything like that. So we just did it ourselves and got married at our engagement party. Didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell very many people at all. Adrian's parents ended up paying for our photographer, and my parents ended up putting a bar tab on because they were horrified that there was no bar tab at a wedding. And I'm like, well, it wasn't a wedding, it was an engagement. But anyways, so yes, that was lovely. But then trying to work out now what to do in this day and age, and how do things work like that. So I do love a good black and white paper. You can colour it as much as you like or as little as you like. And with the, what is the name of this paper? The Artisan Sketched Garden paper, which is the June class paper that we're using. The double-sided of it is just black and white patterns on the other side as well, so it doesn't all have to be the floral side of things either. Maybe I might use the brush stroke. Might colour a little bit quicker. Now, I'm not the best at colouring. I don't profess to have any colouring skills at all, but I do like our alcohol markers because it blends nicely that you don't end up with lines anywhere. And you've got the then details from that Stampin' Up have put in that you can then add the highlights with, like, follow their lines as such, which can make you look a bit like an artist and not have any talent like me, but still look like you know what you're doing. So that's what I like. And you can see how quick and easy I am colouring these. This is just the light. I'm not putting too much attention with shading and whatever else. I may go back in with a, oh, there's a green, a dark for some highlights later. So we'll do that now with the dark. but I'm not too fast, right? Just kind of putting a couple of lines here, there, and everywhere. Did you get the balloon bundle? I did not get the balloon bundle. Light. So then I'm going to go in with the Pretty in Pink. So you can use whatever colours you want. I'm just choosing to use this range of blends because these are the ones that have recently retired. So use them up before they go too far retired. And I know the way that I'm going to make the second card will use a little bit more colouring as well. So you can leave bits of white if you feel. I'm no good at working out where the bit of white should be, so I usually just colour the lot. I'm going to do the darker little flowers things here. Do you like them? And then this one can be the darker flower as well. Just kind of work out what you want. I don't want to add too many different colours in here, so those bits should be, are they leaves there? Maybe they are. They're going to be now. And then this one over here can be the pink. So yeah, I don't have many friends that have had adult children get married, so I don't know what the protocol is. So I'm open to any suggestions or thoughts or things with how that works, if you know. All right, so that is that one done. So let's make that card into here. And they have off-centered this. Okay. Which then and we might use some dimensionals. Oh, bits fell out. To pop that up. I think it's all changed these days with the kids. I think the groom's parents usually pay for the bar tab. Most people pay for it themselves now, I believe. Yeah. Well, because we've booked, we're going to Fiji for Christmas, so we're not going to be at home for Christmas. So we booked that the other day. And tell them to elope. We did suggest that. And but we booked Fiji for Christmas the other day. And so I said, I've already booked that, so please don't have a Christmas wedding. And I said, we're looking at we'll add gems to that shortly. But this one, we're going to, instead of colouring the flowers, we're going to colour the background in with this one. And so I think I'm going to go in with just this Shy Shamrock. Oh, do I want the Shamrock? Yes, I'm going to go in with the green. So we want the light Shy Shamrock, and we just colour the background instead. And we are looking at Japan for June, July next year. And so I said, I haven't booked that yet, but... And they're like, oh, we've already got plans for June, July next year because one of their other friends is getting married in Bali. You guys have turned into the right little jitterbouts. So, yeah. So, that'll be good. They said it'll be after that. But I don't know how much longer after that. And then if it will be a wedding here or destination wedding, or they just, like you said, Sue, just elope. But Hunter was very concerned, and he's like, will I be invited to the wedding? And Braden's like, yeah. So I think they will have something. Yeah, I'm looking forward to not being here at Christmas. Been waiting for this for a couple of years, that we can just go away and enjoy ourselves and not have to worry about anything. And stuff, so yes. And then I've been looking at a couple of other trips, but I think I need to either win the lotto or, you know, tone it back a little bit. Because travel gets pricey real quick, and especially if you're doing Christmas travel. So with these little berry or black filler pieces, I'm just colouring straight over them because I can. I'm trying not to get that line where I've joined them there. So has anyone else done any travel over Christmas? I'm looking forward to not doing anything. I've booked 2 half-day tours, but the rest of the time I plan on being at the beach. Well, at the pool really, because I don't like the beach. At the pool and not doing anything. Even to Fiji, I thought it was cheap to go there. Not at Christmas, because we leave Christmas Eve, and so it's the blockout period. And the hotel that I wanted to stay at didn't want to feed us over Christmas, and I wanted to get an all-inclusive package. So we found an alternative that is prepared to feed us breakfast, lunch and dinner, because I didn't want to have to worry about organising all of that and things. So yes, but I didn't think it was too bad actually for flights and stuff, because Hunter's considered, like, you got to pay full freight for him and things. So for the 3 of us, it's not too bad. But I do like this colouring of the background idea. It just, when I put the 2 cards together, you'll just see the big difference. So you can either colour the background like this one, or colour the flowers like the previous card. And depending on how precious you are about lines and the actual colouring and blending, it takes about the same time, really, I think. Hawaii would be good for Christmas. I did look at that. Fiji was a bit cheaper and not as far on a plane. So that was one factor and stuff. I've been looking at Lapland and like the Canadian White Christmas and stuff. That looks amazing. But again, that's so long on a plane. So need a drink. Too much talking. All right, so that is coloured. Just trying to blend out that line just a little bit more. There. And we can stick that on the black then too. That would be good too. Very expensive to go to Canada. Yes. And then stick that. That's an envelope, not a card. And so when you pair it with the black, you could do whatever colours you want on here. So on this example, they've just coloured the flowers and things, but you can do this and then put some dimensionals on there. That way the green, I didn't want to do the pink or the purple with the background because of this on here, but the green doesn't go too bad with the, I'm calling that Calypso Coral. And let's look at these gems. They look pretty. These look good because they're flat. Some gems are a bit too high profile these days. These are pretty. So it looks like you've got copper, gold, and silver. Love it. Are these still current? 163780. I love these. Why don't I have these in my stash already? Let's use the copper ones. Do we have small? We do have small. And another small, I think. Yes. Oh, I like that. And maybe on these ones we might use the gold. I always find sometimes gold is a bit hard to use because there's all different shades of gold. Right, how different do these cards look? What is that? Some dried up glue there. Okay, so there those cards. And where did I put the other cards that I did? Over here. Adhesive back metallic gems. Oh, they are current. Look at them. 16 bucks. They're beautiful. And these two. So that was our make and takes from March on stage, which I'm only just getting around to. Thank you very much, Megan, for collecting my packaging and everything, because I couldn't actually attend in person. But that's what we've got. And then they came with envelopes because they're a different size. There's another envelope there. So this would make a really good class for anybody wanting to just start out in classes. and stuff, but that is, oh, there's bits and pieces everywhere. Okay, I think that's part of that. I'm trying to work out whether there's any other bits that I haven't used here. But that's a nice, quick and easy Facebook Live tonight, because I was busy getting nails done. Do we all like my new nails? Nice and simple tonight. After having weeks and weeks of different nails, I only had an hour and a bit. I said, got to be quick and easy. So this is what we got. But hope you all have a fabulous week and you enjoyed these quick and easy cards, and gives you some new tips and tricks to use with your black and white paper. And I will see you all next week. Have a good week.